am back with your game day updates and predictions. So today is week 3, and we're gonna kind of run through these a little quicker than normal because I gotta get to the game, but I still want to cover the 1 p.m. kickoffs. All right, so we have the Baltimore Ravens. They're 1-1, taking on the Detroit Lions. They're 0-2. Now, reports are saying that Lamar Jackson should play today. He had some type of stomach bug or something going on earlier in the week, but they're saying that he should play today. Honestly, I don't even know who their backup quarterback is. So, hey, if he doesn't play, that could be beneficial to the Lions. But if he does play, if we could play good throughout the game, not just playing good in the beginning and then fizzling out and not trying to come back in the fourth quarter, we could actually, have a chance in the game. Last week, Lamar Jackson, he did that little handstand or whatever you want to call that into the end zone. He had 239 yards, 2 interceptions, and 1 touchdown against the Chiefs. And they allowed a lot of yards. So that would be great for the Lions because we need anything we can get. So if they can allow us some yards today and we can play like we have some type of cares, then perhaps, maybe we can come out with the win. Honestly, I'm going to still go with the Ravens. Unfortunately, I'm a Detroit Lion fan and I will be at the game. So I'll have footage from that for you guys to see at a later time. But, I really don't know what's going on. So we're just going to go with the Ravens for that one. All right, next up, we have the Chargers. They're 1-1. The Chiefs are 1-1. Both teams lost last week. But you know what? It's a new week. So we're going to go into this with some type of hope and, leave everything in the past. Patrick Mahomes had 343 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. The Chiefs are loaded on offense, so there's so many targets for Mahomes to throw to or pass to that, their offense is solid. We know that. But they struggle on defense. That's been the case for a while now. When it comes to the Chargers, though, they need to focus on not getting penalties because, the Chiefs are home, and we all know what that means as far as the refs go. I'm not going to say it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But I'm going to go with the Chiefs for the win. All right, next up, we have the Cardinals, who are 2-2, taking on the Jaguars, who are also 2-2. Kyler Murray had a good game last week. He beat my Vikings. Honestly, though, he didn't really do anything to beat them. They won because the Vikings missed their field goal. But it's okay. He had 400 yards, 3 touchdowns. He did throw 2 interceptions last week. I don't know if you guys saw him on the sideline, but he looked kind of, I don't know if he was irritated, hurt. I don't know really what was going on, but he had a really disgusted look on his face that he just wasn't happy. But they did end up winning. As far as the Jaguars, they're still struggling. Trevor Lawrence is still trying to find his way. He's a rookie. What do you expect? You have to give him time to adjust to playing at NFL level. Of course, he was a star in college, but NFL is a total different ballgame. So you got to give him a little time to get that together. He's trying to find his groove, y'all. Be patient with him. As far as the Cardinals, they allowed entirely too many yards last week against the Vikings. That's something that could benefit the Jaguars if they can get their offense together and be on the same accord to actually benefit from it. So not really sure how that's going to work out for them. Because if they can't get their offense going, then the defense allowing them yards isn't going to do anything for them. So, I'm going to go with the Cardinals for the win. We'll see how this turns out for them. It should be an easy win, honestly. All right, next up, we have the Bears and the Browns. So, for this game, I just want to say off rip, okay? The Browns have been showing that they shouldn't be discredited. They are staying in the game. They are hungry. They are fighting. They are beasts, okay? They are dog. It's a dog world, isn't that what they call it? And they're showing to be, they were underdogs, and they're showing, the reasons why you should still fear them, okay? I must say, Baker Mayfield had an amazing game last week. His completion rate was in the 80s percentage, I think. And, yeah, he had a good game. Now, everybody who knows me knows that I love Odell Beckham. And y'all, he is back. That's all I'm going to say. He's back. He's back. He's ready. I don't know if you guys saw the Instagram post that he posted yesterday, but he's ready. He is ready. People have been questioning and counting him out, but you know what? He's ready. It's game day, and he will be playing today. He's expected to start in his debut today against the Bears. So that should be awesome. I'm mad that I'll be at the game, the Lions game, so I won't get to physically see it, but I am going to record it so that I can watch it later. But I'm really excited. He practiced all week and he says he's ready to go. So he hasn't played since last October. So this will be a first time for him stepping back on the field in full, uniform, ready to play. So we're going to wish him much luck and success. And as a fan of his, I'm just excited to see him back on the field. I can't even lie. As far as the Bears go, right, I guess we should talk about them. Their defense is going to have to work hard if they want to stop the Browns. They have Nick Chubb. Jarvis Landry is still out on injured reserve because of his injury. But, there's still a lot of other powerhouses that the Browns have. And they're going to have to, be prepared to stop that. As far as the Bears offense, Justin Fields and Andy Dalton, I don't know what they were doing last week. Both of them struggled. And yeah, today I feel like it's going to be a matchup that they're going to struggle again. So I'm definitely 100% going with the Browns for the win today. Y'all, I can't wait to see Odell. I just cannot. All right, next up, we have Washington. They are 1-1, the Washington football team. I'm so sick of calling them the Washington football team. Side note. Anywho, we have Washington, 1-1. The Bills, they're 1-1. That should be a good game. The question will be if the Washington defense will be able to stop Josh Allen. That's pretty much the determining factor in who will win today, at least for me. I say no. The Bills, their offense is coming together nicely. And so has Washington. Both teams are doing decent. They're doing well. Taylor Heineke, he had 336 yards last week. Many targets to throw to, pass to. That's where their offense is strong. And because of that, I feel like their offense may just be stronger than the Washington football team's defense. So with that being said, I'm going to go with the Bills. All right, let's move along. We have the Colts. They're 0-2, and the Titans are 1-1. You guys know I am a Colts fan. I do like the Colts. But I think to say that the Colts defense is no match for the Titans, at all. In order to even stay in the game, number one, they got to stop Derrick Henry. And who's doing that? He's a beast. He plows through any and everything with ease. We see it each week. He just plows through people. And I don't think that the Colts have enough going on their defense to stop that. So, good luck to them with that. Let's see what else we got here. The Colts, they typically allow a lot of yards. Now, this is something that they really struggle with, and today is not the day that you really want to be allowing yards because you have people who are going to get the yards regardless. They're going to go for those yards whether you allow it or not. So if you're just going to openly say run, then of course they're going to run. As for the Colts and their offense, it's questionable if Carson Wentz is going to start today. He did injure his ankle last week. Reports are saying that he should be set to go, but it's really hit or miss because he already was dealing with enough injuries and things like that already. So I don't know if it's worth risking it if he is injured. And if he is injured, how well will he really be able to play? He won't be able to move around on the field that much if his ankle is injured. That's what you need to run. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to go with the Titans anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But it'll definitely be a game to still watch. Okay, so we have the Saints and the Patriots. Both teams are 1-1. I think this is a great example of what happens when powerhouse teams fall apart. You have teams that were built around people who are no longer in the organizations. Drew Brees retired last season. Tom Brady went on to the Buccaneers and won them a championship. So it's kind of like, what do you want us to do? I feel like we're putting a lot of pressure on Jameis Winston to perform at really high levels because he has big shoes to fill. And honestly, I feel like both teams are kind of in the rebuilding phase. So I feel like we got to be a little patient with them. Either team who wins today, I feel like it'll be a confidence booster considering, they could both use the win. And honestly, it's funny because I feel like the fans for the Saints are a little more disappointed than the fans for the Patriots. Mostly because a lot of those Patriot fans, now they're Buccaneer fans because they went with Tom Brady. The fans hopped on that bandwagon and they went. So let's just be patient with them. Let's give them all. Honestly, for this game, I could throw out stats, rattle them off to you guys, but it doesn't really seem necessary. Neither one has too many stats that are impressive per se. So with that being said, I'm gonna just pick a team. I'm gonna go with the Patriots just because I don't want to put that pressure on Jameis Winston. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I just don't. All right, let's move along. We have the Falcons and the Giants. Both teams are 0-2. The Giants lost last week. I'm still not convinced if that player was offside for Washington to win because it didn't look like it. I looked at the replay. He didn't really like cross the line until after the ball was snapped, but I'm no ref, so it's not my job. Their O-line allowed Daniel Jones to get sacked a lot. I'm imagining he's probably going to face some more sacks today because the Falcons, they know how to get around and get the quarterback. Both teams are hit or miss. If it's a good day for Saquon Barkley and Kenny Galladay, perhaps, they should win. It's really hit or miss, though, for both teams. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. So, I think I'm going to go with the Giants. Let's go with the Giants. Last but not least, for the 1 p.m. kickoffs, we have the Bengals and the Steelers. Both teams are 1-1. First thing I want to talk about, this is the first thing we're going to address right now. Why the heck did Joe Burrow throw 3 interceptions back-to-back? 1, 2, 3, back-to-back? What the heck is going on there? Not to mention he got sacked multiple times. Something's going on with that O-line, and I feel like they need to get it together because their job is to protect the quarterback, and they're not really doing that. So I feel like they need to definitely work on that. Joe Burrow should not, like 1 interception, okay, but 3 back-to-back, that's kind of concerning. Jamar Chase did get his touchdown, so yay him. You guys know that I am a fan of his. And I feel like we'll see him a lot more this game and moving forward because he has the ability to get into those open spots. And then, like I said, if we can get it where Joe Burrow has more time to execute, then we might see some, magic be made on the field. The Steelers, last week, they allowed a lot of yards, as usual. It's something that they just seem to do. I don't know what's going on with them either. Again, these powerhouse teams are kind of starting to crumble. I don't know if you guys see it or not, but I feel like the underdogs are kind of moving up, and a lot of these bigger teams that are, falling apart. I don't know what's going on there. I'm just holding out hope that my Lions can move up into the, winning category, but we'll see what happens. Anywho, TJ Watts was ruled out this week. He did injure his groin last week in the game, so he won't be playing today. Honestly, I don't know who to pick for this game. I'm going to go with my gut, though, and I'm going to go with the Bengals. Honestly, I really do think that the Bengals have a chance in this game. I don't know why I feel that way, but my gut is telling me to go with them, so I'm going to go with them. So we'll see what happens. So those are my predictions for the 1 p.m. games today. I know it was a little rushed. Sorry, guys. We'll do better next week. But I want to get to the game today, so I had to kind of hurry it up and get the information to you because I didn't want to not give you my predictions. I know people hit me up asking me, hey, where are your predictions? What's going on? And I want to make sure I get them to you guys. So there you go. You have it for my 1 p.m. predictions. I should be back in time for the 4:25 games. I know the Vikings are playing today against the Seahawks. I'm excited for that game. Dalvin Cook is on the list to play. They said that more than likely he will be playing today. They have 3 active running backs on their roster. Dalvin Cook, Alexander Madison, and then Amir Abdullah. If they didn't think that Dalvin Cook was going to play, they could have moved up somebody else. So it's looking good that he'll be playing today. I'm excited to see that game. That will be the 4 p.m. game that I will be covering later on today. So definitely tune in for that. And then, as always, connect with me on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. Anywhere you want to connect with me, you can connect with me. I check my messages. I respond to comments. I do all of that stuff. So you can always reach me that way. Like I said, I'll be at the game today. So feel free to, send me messages or updates because I won't be watching all the other games because I'll be at the game. But, yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. So hopefully you guys have a great Sunday. Happy footballing. And until next time, peace and love. Oh, wait. Hold up. I forgot to plug something. Let's backtrack. The hoodies. I got hoodies, I got t-shirts, hats, all that good stuff. Football bag, football vibes only. All of those are available on my website right now. I'm wearing mine to the game. I'm not even wearing my Lions shirt today because I'm wearing my football bag shirt to the game. So definitely go check that out. Get some merch and, continue to support your girl. I appreciate you guys. I see all the comments. Like I said, I see them. You guys appreciating it, loving the content. I'm glad that you guys are loving what I'm doing. So I'm enjoying it. Glad you're enjoying it. And like I said, until next time, y'all know the scoop. Peace and love. Bye.
When it comes to ballin', I'm a